What's up? Welcome back to my channel if you've been here before, and if this is your first time watching any of my videos, I hope that you consider sticking around because we like to just do everything and anything on this channel. So for today, I want to share with you my transition from summer to fall, but this is only for like body care. So like body mists, body butters, body creams, just that stuff. I want to, just because I can no longer wait, I want to transition all of my body summer items to my fall ones. And so what I like to do is I like to have like a designated space or a slot for winter, spring, and summer, because I combine those as one, and then fall. So really I only do like 3 seasons. Right now in my bathroom area, I only have summer, springy, floral stuff. Like, need to have these things already. Like all of my apple, pumpkin, just cinnamon, all of that stuff. I already want to be lathering myself with it. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna go through and just show you really quickly where and just how I separate my items seasonally, and then together we will go ahead and organize them so that you can kind of see how I store things when they're not in use, and then how I organize them when they are in use. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get started. In my closet, I have a small area where I have a shelf. It's not that big, so it has 3 different compartments, and then at the very top it has a different, just like the top shelf. This is how much space I've given myself to store things. So if they don't fit on here, I am not getting them in. I know that it might look excessive, but hear me out. So on this section I have my winter stuff, so that's all the way down, and the middle section is spring and summer, and then the last section is fall. As you can clearly see, fall is my favorite season, just because for the winter time I only have one body mist and some shower steamers, and that's it for that section. So down here I like to keep all of my body mists and body washes. So for the winter time I only have one. I don't even have body washes. And then in this second shelf is where I keep all of my hand soaps. So for fall I am set. I don't need to buy any. But as you can see here, we used up all of our spring and summer, and then of course winter time we went through those already, so that's why that's empty. And then here for winter again, I only have 2 body lotions, Vanilla Bean Noel. I can't remember what this one is because I took the sticker off of it. And then I have a Vanilla Bean Noel body butter. And then this one I got in the summer. It was the Mary Cookie like summer ween, but I mean, this is, to me, is like Christmas, so that's why I put it over here, even though it was like released in summer. And then in the back I have the Forever Red. So that's it for winter. For spring and summer, that's what I have in the bathroom right now, so that's why this is empty, and like I already showed you right here. So I'm going to bring up all of the body creams, and then just 2 of the body butters, because this one's a backup. I'm almost done with this one. I think it's like I have that much left, so once I run through it I'll come back downstairs and get this one. And then these are all of our hand soaps. We have about 5 different areas where we need hand soaps. So as you can see here, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll go through all of these during the duration of fall. So I know that we'll actually use these up because we wash our hands a lot. And then down here are the body mists, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 body washes. And again, I'm like 100% positive we will go through these because Anthony uses these as like a 3-in-1, like a body wash, face, hair, all of it, and he goes through these quite quickly, especially if we're both using them. We're gonna go through these. And then here are the body mists. This is how I like to store them, and a lot of these are like halfway done. So this is my Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. I know that that's at least halfway done. So these are not new every single year, but anyway, we are gonna go ahead and pack these up and take them to the bathroom. When we first moved in to this house, I really didn't know where to put any of my stuff because I am someone who I do not like to see clutter. It stresses me out to see it. So that's why when I found this little cart at TJ Maxx, I didn't even measure, to be honest. I just bought it, and then when I came here, I thought, what if I just put it here and see how that would look like? And it fit perfectly. I'm not proud of myself, but I have acquired, you know, just a couple more body care items, and that's why I installed 3 more shelves. They are acrylic shelves. I think it was 4 for $18, I believe. So I installed those, and I tried to mimic the same height from like this one and this one, from here to here, just so that I could kind of keep some kind of consistency. Anyway, at the top is where I keep all of my body mists, and then the second tier I have all of my perfumes. And of course, you know the difference between perfumes and body mist. Perfumes last longer because of the oil content, and then at the very bottom I have just like some little randoms that don't really fit anywhere else, and then my body creams. As you can see, I definitely went through my body creams for the summertime. I only have, let's see, really 4 left, because the pistachio glaze I can use for the fall. And I can't even remember, but I went through my body creams because I just love to lather myself with lotion or creams or what have you not. So I really only have 1, 2, 3, 4 body creams that I need to put away. And then these, they stay here all the time just because these are not, I mean, technically they might be seasonal like the floral ones, but because they're perfumes, I like to keep them all together. They don't really need to be stored because I just don't have that many. Well, I do, but you know what I mean. And I'm gonna go through these just so that you can see what my summer fragrance collection looked like. So here we have Floral Fantasy. I've spoken about all of these in my videos. If you want to know my thoughts, just go ahead and click on my Bath & Body Works playlist and you should be able to see all of these there. Then I have the Brightest Bloom. I'm almost done with this one. I have that much left and then it'll be done. And I have Butterfly, Beautiful Day. This one is a little bit messed up, but it's still usable. I've used this one a decent amount. I think I've used about that much. And then we have Petal Parade, which is a dupe for the Paradox from Prada. Love that one. I mean, you can see how much I've used that one. And then these 2 are my nighttime scents. This is so milky, so beautiful, so luxurious, and just thick and creamy. And this one, the Emily in Paris Lavender Luxe, I mean, it's straight up lavender. So this is perfect for nighttime. So these 2 are my nighttime scents. So I'm gonna leave these here. And then Midnight Addiction, this smells like the one from YSL. It's a little bit more fruity than the Black Opium. And in the back, I have Cotton Candy. I absolutely love this one. It kind of gives me the Cloud from Ariana Grande vibes. And then I have If You Musk. I got this when they were doing the 75% off. I don't know why, but I fell in love with this scent. It's very unique. A lot of people compare it to the Glossier You perfume, and I haven't had the chance to smell that one, but regardless, this is beautiful. And then I have Vanilla Romance. This, I know it's more like a spicy gourmand vanilla that's more fall and wintry, but because I love it that much, I kept it throughout spring and summer, so that's staying. Then Covered in Roses, that's gonna have to go in storage because it's, you know, very summery because of the roses. This one, I don't know if someone gave this to me or what, but I found it in one of our moving boxes, so I pulled it out. I haven't really used it. It's a little late for it, is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, that's actually, no, that's going downstairs. And then Pistachio Glaze, this is a very warm, nutty scent, so that's gonna stay. This one, Perfect in Pink, also gonna stay. And then Sing Rouge, which is a dupe for the Baccarat Rouge 540, that's also gonna stay. As you can see, I actually use my items. So anyway, these 4 are staying, and then the other 4 are going back in storage. And now onto the body creams. This is Beautiful Day. I'm definitely gonna have to go hard on this one next spring and summer, so that's going downstairs. This one is also going downstairs. And yep, Butterfly 2. Strawberry Flirt going downstairs. And then Pistachio Glaze, again, I'm gonna keep just because it's very warm and soft, so I want to use that. I think the scent is very fitting for the fall and winter. And of course I'm going to keep the lotion for Milk just because these are my nighttime scents. And then Vanilla Romance I'm also going to keep. I have used this one a decent amount, so keeping that one. These two are just like all year. Then I have my Hypnotic Poison, and then the Emily in Paris Macaron Cloud. I'm just gonna keep this one, I think, in my car because it's still very appropriate for the season. It is more of like a cotton candy. That's probably why I'm just gonna keep it in my car. So anyway, these four are going into storage. Okay, we're gonna start from the top. These are the lotions that I have. So starting right here is Wicked Vanilla Woods, Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte, Vanilla Romance, and then the Milk Lotion. This I absolutely adored so much that I was scared to use because it didn't come out in a cream and I didn't get a backup, so I've been savoring it. But this year I'm telling myself, nope, use it up. And now moving into the mists. I got the Sweater Weather this year, like for this fall. This one I got last year, Vanilla Romance. And then down here, these are a mixture of new and older. So I have Book Loft, Autumn Drive. This one to me is more of a transitional, like summer to fall. This is very fruity. And then Glazed Pumpkin. This, you guys, so far is one of my favorites for this year, and it is so strong and long lasting. I think it's stronger than this one. Last night, because I cheated, I used the Glazed Pumpkin body cream, and then I was planning on spraying myself with the Glazed Pumpkin fragrance mist, and I couldn't. Like, it was just so strong that I just did the cream and called it good. So if you want to get one or the other, you're fine. You don't need to get the mist and the body cream. I already got both, so I'm gonna use both anyway. Vanilla Cafe, got this one this year. And then one of my favorites actually for the fall time is Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. I use the crap out of this one. I mean, you can clearly see. Might be gone by the end of the season too. And then Champagne Apple and Honey. I didn't use this one too much because I was just obsessed with this one. But this season, I'm gonna get a lot more use out of it just because I'm gonna try to use everything, consistently, because sometimes I get down this rabbit hole of where I will only use one scent and then use it all up and then start another one. Let me show you how it looks on the wall, just like that. And down here I put some of my other fragrance mists. Now these are not all new. So back here we have Perfect in Pink. I've spoken about this one already in some of my videos. And then I have You're the One. And which one is this one? This one is Dark Kiss. I got this one last year, and again, this is another one that is very like fruity. This one in Autumn Drive, I think are very good transitional mists. So I have that. And then Dahlia. This one is a crowd favorite, but it's not one of my favorites. And then I have Sunrise Woods. This is a really nice one. And then I've already spoken about Lavender Luxe and the Milk one. This is what got me into Bath & Body Works Cozy Vanilla Bourbon. It was almost like an instant obsession where I needed everything vanilla, thinking this might be also the season where I use it all up. So I have that one. And then Wicked Vanilla Wood. This is a vanilla for those that want something a little bit more spicy, a little bit more dark and moody. That's this one. And then Sweet Whiskey. Sweet Whiskey is also a favorite of mine. I have loved this scent for however many years they've been coming out with it. And then Platinum. This is just a crowd pleaser. If you're wanting to give someone a gift and you're like, I don't know what they would like, this one. Platinum is a smell for every single person, no matter their taste. Then I have Pistachio Glaze. We're gonna keep this one out because it's, again, very nutty, very warm. Seeing Rouge, Midnight Addiction, we've already spoken about that one. And now moving on to the body creams. So in the back I have Platinum. This one is pretty much empty. I have about 5 uses and then it's gonna be gone. It's the same thing with You're the One. As you can see, it's very like empty. And I did get this one, which is the Chocolate Amber, when they were having 75% off. So I got it for like $3, I think, or $4. So that's why I got that one. And then Pistachio Glaze in the back. This one is Sweet Whiskey and Midnight Addiction. This one is kind of empty too. Then I have Sunrise Woods, Champagne Apple and Honey, and what is this one? Vanilla Cafe, Seeing Rouge, and Perfect in Pink. This one too is about halfway done. so might be gone or by the end of the season. Cozy Vanilla Bourbon, Glazed Pumpkin, and Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin. Hey, so that's it. So starting at the bottom, I have the creams, and then of course the perfumes, which I didn't really change anything there. The fragrance mist that I've already shown you, the newer acquired ones with some older favorites, and then just the two that don't fit anywhere else, and then the body lotions. This is how everything looks like now that it's up on the wall. It might look a little excessive, but you know what? I actually use my items. As for the fragrance mists, they obviously last a lot longer than the creams, so that's why I'm not too bothered or worried about them going bad. But anyway, this is how I like to display or organize the current season body care items, and then I've already shown you how I store them when they're organized. Now it's your turn to organize your stuff. That's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I don't know, maybe this was some kind of just an escape, some kind of entertainment for you at the least. I hope you did enjoy it. And also, if you were looking for ways to store your seasonal items and then also to display your current ones that you're using, I too hope that this served as some kind of inspiration for you. And if you're like, no, I don't really, I was just here watching the video, great. I honestly, sincerely appreciate you. Thank you, like honestly, for watching it. And I hope that you come back for the next video. And until then, I hope you have a marvelous, wonderful, beautiful day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!